Hi, Ty from Groovy Entertainment. Today we got another book to read for you. Today's book is Winnie the Pooh in the Honey Tree from 2000. So let's get started. Winnie the Pooh was sitting by the stove in his best armchair when his Pooh coo clock began to chime. Pooh Pooh coo, it said. As soon as he heard it, Pooh knew it was time for something. And when his tummy began to grow, the little bear knew exactly what time it was. "It's time for something sweet," said Pooh. So off he went to the cupboard where he keeps his honey jars. "Oh, bother," said Pooh, and he lifted the jars from the shelf, empty again, only the sticky parts left. Just then a bee flew in through the window and landed on Pooh's ear. Pooh listened thoughtfully to the buzzing little bee. "The only reason for making a buzzing noise that I know of is because you are a bee," said Pooh. "And the only reason for being a bee is to make honey. And the only reason for making honey is so I can eat it," he included with a chuckle. Pooh followed the bee out the door of his home and through the 100-acre woods. And when he came to a honey tree, he began to climb it. A Pooh climbed the tree. He sung a little song to himself. It went something like this: "When I'm rumbly in my tummy, it's time to get some honey. But I wouldn't climb a tree if I could fly like a bee." Pooh climbed a little higher, and then higher still. He was just about to reach for the honey when the branch he was sitting on went crack. "Oh, help," cried Pooh as he began to fall. "If only I had it. You see what I meant to do?" But by this time, Pooh had already hit the ground with a thump. As Pooh brushed the pricklies from his nose, he decided that he needed help in getting the honey, and his good friend Christopher Robin would be just the person to help him. So Winnie the Pooh went to look for his friend. He found him outside his house in another part of the woods. "Good morning, Christopher Robin," he said. Then he noticed a balloon tied to Christopher Robin's tricycle. It gave Pooh a wonderful idea. "I wonder if you have such a thing as a balloon about you," hinted the bear. "What for?" said Christopher Robin. Pooh looked this way and that. When he was sure that nobody was listening, he whispered, "Honey." "How do you get honey with a balloon?" asked the boy. "I should fly like a bee," replied Pooh, "up to the honey tree." Christopher Robin handed the balloon to Pooh. Instantly, the little bear began to rise into the air. "See," he said. Christopher Robin grabbed onto Pooh and pulled him back down. "Thank you," said Pooh. "Now, would you be kind as to take me to a muddy place?" So Christopher Robin took Pooh to a very muddy place, and Pooh rode and rode until he was muddy all over. "There now," said Pooh. "Isn't this a clever disguise?" "What are you supposed to be?" asked Christopher Robin. "A little black rain cloud, of course," replied Pooh. "Now, would you aim me at the bees, please?" Christopher Robin let go of his friend, and up, 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 Pooh floated to the treetop. "Pay no attention to me," Pooh said, sticking his paws into a hole in the tree. He pulled it right out again when a bee flew out and landed on his nose. "I think the bees suspect something," said Pooh. "Perhaps they know you are after their honey," called Christopher Robin. "Well, you never can tell with bees," replied Pooh, "but I think it would help to fool the bees if you would open your umbrella and say, 'Tot tot.' It looked like rain. So Christopher Robin opened his umbrella and pretended that a rainstorm was coming to the 100-acre woods. But more bees flew out of the nest and began to buzz all around the little rain cloud named Pooh. Some landed on his nose, others on his arms and legs, until he and his balloon was almost completely covered with them. Christopher Robin, I have to, I have come to a very important decision, shouted Pooh. These are the wrong sort of bees. Just then, the air started to leak out of the balloon, and Pooh began to fall. Oh, bother, I think I should come down, said Pooh. I'll catch you, said Christopher Robin, which is just what he did. But the bees kept coming, so the two friends took off running through the 100-acre woods. When Pooh tripped over a log, Christopher Robin ran back to save him. Then together they jumped into a muddy hole to hide. Christopher Robin opened the umbrella to cover them, and the bee flew right by. The two friends was safe at last. You never could tell with bees, said Pooh. Christopher Robin smiled at his friend and said, silly old bear. So that was Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree from 2000. So if you like, subscribe, share, and comment, and have a groovy day from another video coming out real soon.